Scene 25. Exterior. Iron isolation. Night. The horizontal line of steam leads to 3 gigantic smokestacks. Below, an iron fence imprisons an enormous brick building. A bag of tools plops to the ground.
You packed more gear, more stuff than a channel of warriors.
If you were sensible, you'd worry more about the owls.
Wide-eyed owl guards sit atop the wall.
How did I get involved in another one of your schemes? Why not? What about the front door?
And alert others to our mission?
But it's impossible to sneak into this place. Every Tatatunga knows that.
Yipit nods toward a break in the wall, where the river rushes underneath. A metal grate guards the opening.
We'll swim under the grate. I've seen the mermaids do it.
Why do we have to replace the Geneticus replica anyway?
The throne belongs to Gilgamoa, and then to you or I, not to Aedon.
The sound of ruffling feathers from an owl in the distance quiets their voices.
Once we get in, if we do get in, how are we going to unlock the vault?
You don't think I played kissy face with Aricia all year because I liked her all that much? Her father may have helped. Snuck a globiki by way of her sandal.
Yipit pulls a globiki from his pocket and holds it up. Moonlight glints from one of its rings. Interior. Faeraud's chamber. Night. Setting down the rapt looking scope, Aedon is intrigued by dozens of timepieces on the wall. Off to the side sits a large mirror, covered.
Interesting place.
Aedon steps over to peek under the tarp. Faeraud rushes to the object, holding it in place.
No, don't!
You know how when you're a young lad, alone in a big room.
Faeraud yanks the tarp off. A full-size mirror, framed in lava rock, reveals itself, its glass full of void.
Can't believe the old reflecting glass is still here. My father, Lil Mech, paranoid it was possessed by an evil enchantment, sent it away into storage.
How did it come?
Sun cycles passed. The two of us quarreled. I had the piece brought back.
Osethan steps into the room.
You were hoping to make him mad.
He didn't even notice.
To Aedon.
Because of Osethan, we were able to explore the library under the cover of darkness.
A sparking sound emanates from the mirror, giving its approval.
Then he caused the energy burst?
Each of us has a burning desire for something that only the scroll can give.
What is it that the two of you seek?
Osethan wants to be the next lord of his homeland.
And Prince Faeraud here wants to be king of the universe.
About time someone replaced those Asterians. They're the primary reason this whole world is sea-mucked.
Perhaps we are investigating magic that ought be better untouched.
Afraidy 80. I told you we should...
You're not on the Asterian side.
Faeraud pulls out the black tube, magically floats away from his grip, hovering in midair between the boys and the mirror. Only the scroll holder reflects in the dark glass, all else void. Aedon paces round the tube, inspecting. Faeraud takes their hands and closes his eyes.
Sit.
They all sit round the floating object.
We close our eyes. We completely visualize. The universal energy we conceive. Channeling it to make Aedon a prince.
Osethan, opening an eye.
Nothing is happening.
We have to say the words as an enchantment. Aedon, you studied Asterian.
It's not proper for men to speak.
With a sigh, the other boys shoot a crossed look. Aedon, repeating in Asterian.
Vuyun lecluso ir oyuna, vuyun lemploto weshau, ket anatayam ohonomyun, vuyun monvenko, lekonolu et ket guko aveko blemetovo.
Bet the scroll has to be unrolled to work.
Does it not require a key?
Yonocha never mentioned his Glowbeaky was missing. Knew he'd be in more trouble if he told that.
Faeraud inserts the Glowbeaky into the end of the floating holder.
It's not opening.
A third of the Rataka you became. Reveal to us your name. Can you say that in Asterian, Smart Owl?
Aedon, stretching hand forward.
A ken kahetkat. Teluyun ahetoru anat yamreno. Sloinun kets on renudo fumo.
With a burst, the tube telescopes out. Then a black surface expands, filling the space and pushing the boys back. The room shakes with the unleashing of its mysterious power. Quick flash. Exterior, Atlantis. A blue disk of light ripples across the city, piercing buildings and moving across the continent. Back to scene. The onyx surface morphs into a blue liquid that appears more like a sheet of water than paper. Blue waves ripple like a miniature ocean laid out in front of them. Mist from its surf splashes into the boys' faces. Asterian symbols made of water float in midair above the sheet. With the answer, a whispering, sloshing voice echoes the floating letters.
Uda hum vuch vuch uda halapunto.
Faeraud stretches to touch the letters, but they dive back into the sheet of water before his reach.
What's that mean? What did it say?
It said, I am water, water I am.
Seaweed. Of all the luck, fate would play tricks on me. The Asterian enchantments are strong.
This isn't one of the Rataka scrolls?
It is a Rataka scroll, alright? Just the wrong one.
As if the scroll were answering, a spray of wetness slaps across the boys' faces.
This is the scroll of water, not fire.
Now that we've found one, the spells that hide the others will erode.
Aedon notices that all the timepieces on the wall have frozen. Even the pebbles in an hourglass have stopped in midair.
This wasn't designed for our time.
Are there not opportunities that you know belong to you, Aedon? And there has not usually been a father there to give them to you. Do not opportunities belong to people like you?
Aedon shrugs his shoulders, giving in.
Aedon, no one else can know about the enchantments.
I'm not a Saiyan teller.
Don't you want Gilgi to acknowledge he's your father?
Will this ensure that Gilgamesh is my father?
We'll form our own secret organization. Together we will swear an oath of secrecy with a finger-locking promise.
Osethan extends his hand and locks fingers with Faeraud.
Lock.
Lock.
Dark clouds rush across the moon outside a distant window.